A little noisy on these highway speeds, I guess. I'll try to slow down here. We're back in King County. We're on Highway 90 headed east to the Tinkham turnoff. We're going to go see if we can find a Bigfoot report location. It's supposed to be 1.5 miles east of Tinkham Campground. So we'll see if we can find this today. I think we probably can. It's east of Tinkham Campground and prior to Hanson Creek, to the west of Hanson Creek. Tinkham Road is in 1 mile. Should be approaching the turnoff here fairly soon. Should be on our right. Tinkham Road, exit 42. We may have to search around because I don't know where Tinkham Campground is, though I am sure it's off this road. It looks like it's off to our right. I believe this is I think that's the Snoqualmie River. Looks like some private residences here. Looks like we're going to gravel. Don't know if I'm equipped to do this today or not. Looks like chuck hole after chuck hole. I think we'll be overlanding. We may have to come back another day to do this. I'm headed over east of the mountains. We can start it today and splice some tape together later. This is the McLennan Butte trailhead is right here, so that is not it. Somewhere there is a campground here. We'll have to find it. We'll get back to that on a later day when I've got a little more time. I thought this was going to be an easy one. And it is. And it's beautiful up here. It's a nice sunny day, but I have another appointment, so I can't spend 2 hours up here looking for this today. It'll be a nice one to look at, though, a nice one to find. This will be a good one to find. The reporting person actually said they saw Bigfoot up in this area. I think we're within about 3 or 4 miles of it right now, but we'll need to get up and find the spot. But all of this is Bigfoot country. It's wild and crazy. Big timber, steep hillsides, water year round. Gets snow, but not so much, I don't think, that Bigfoot couldn't survive or find a spot lower down. Well, I think this is about where we left off last time we came up to do Tinkham Road, Campground, and Hanson Creek. I don't know how many miles of this gravel we have to go on, but I think it's only about 2 or 3. This is an old report, back in 2004, in the summer. In fact, it was in July. So we'll check it out and see what we can see. This is wild country. It looks like the road parallels the Snoqualmie River. I believe that's the South Fork. And we're a short distance from I-90. So we'll go see what we can see. And we'll find the location and we'll make it on video. Road is very rough, big potholes. Hopefully not the whole way. This is like a good overlanding road. Beautiful scenery. Lots of underbrush. And there's the trail to McLennan Butte Trailhead. This is a U.S. Forest Service road and campground. We had a long ways to go. I think I would drop the air pressure in these tires, but we'll see how far it is. Very, very deep. When you come up to check this out, don't try to drive fast, or you'll break something for sure. Beautiful Bigfoot country. Mossy, covered trees. Steep banks coming from the river. It appears the initial report was for vocalizations, whistles, wood knockings, bird-like sounds. And the reporting person apparently has heard these types of activities before. It appears we've reached the campground. There are campers up here today. It's July 1st. The river is to our left down below. We'll get some video of it later. People are camped here along the river. And you can see the old stumps from the original cutting of the timber. So there's some wild country back here. And this just brings you close to the river and to humans, which is what Bigfoot wants. He wants to come out. He's curious. It's no wonder he was seen here. I'm surprised he hasn't been seen since. That was not the Asher Campground. There was beautiful camping along the river there. It's just Forest Service land, and people are camping on it. This is Tinkham Campground. Take a look down just to see what it looks like. The actual sighting was about half a mile above this. Campground seems empty right now. Nice campground, nice place to stay. If you want to come and check on Bigfoot here. Very nice campsites. I was just going to say, you wouldn't want to pull a trailer in here necessarily, a small trailer, but just saw one. So it can be done, just go slow. Very large campground. We're moving on now up Forest Service Road. Not sure we'll go all the way into Hanson Creek, but we're within a half a mile of where the initial report came from. We'll go up here a little ways and look around. We're gaining elevation now from the campground. Probably gained a couple hundred feet. I haven't looked at the elevation. I will take a look before I end this report. This is wild country, as you can see. Big trees. We're within about a quarter of a mile, I would say, of where the initial report was done. I think the gentleman was camped probably along the river like this. So a quarter of a mile is nothing for Bigfoot. So anyone wanting to look, if you live in Seattle, this is a close place to go. And it's wild. And if you're wanting a good camping trip, you have a place almost to yourself. The person reporting it reported sounds like a bird. that reverberated. He has heard the sounds before in other places, like the Upper Cle Elum. There have been other reports on I-90. There was one just a year or so ago, picked up by the DOT camera. There was also one in North Bend, which is just a few miles away. I am surprised there's not more reports here, though there's not a lot of people here. It's a long ways in. It's a rough road. Not so far actually in miles, but you have to go in low gear as slow as you can go. We'll go a couple more miles up here, a couple more blocks, but I think we're approaching Hanson Creek. I can't find it on the map. There was a report on Mount Si, Little Si Trail in North Bend, about I think it was a mile up the trail, a report in 2000 or 2020 or 2021. I can't remember which it was. I think 2020. So there's more activity in the area than I think we realize, because it's so big and so wild, and not a lot of people come here. Forest Service should grade this road at least once a year, I would think, with all the snow they have here in the winter. There'd be a lot more people up here enjoying this beautiful campground. I think we'll shut this down. I think we're in the right area. We're within a quarter mile of where the man was when he reported this. It's just a short distance. To Hanson Creek. Elevation here is 2,150 feet. Mr. Bigfoot could be anywhere here. And then you see things like this. What the hell is wrong with humans? Come up here and enjoy this beautiful place and dump your garbage and your food and your plastic and everything else on the ground. South Fork of the Snoqualmie flows from here down to North Bend, over the falls and into the Snohomish.